This is the Comeup Collective.
Turtles is a thing. Gary, you should get a turtle.
Nah,
I feel like that's the way to complete this, infatuation with turtles.
I'm good.
Are they even in Florida? They're in Florida, right? Yeah, I got
Yeah.
lab tests. Yeah, but Gary could take care of an animal.
I'm good.
We gon' run it up
Yeah.
with this first track. Shout out Harlem. This that Big Dog by Minx. Yo, shout out Minx.
First off, I'm the big dog. Try to disrespect, get clipped off. Ain't never been inside to get ripped off. I'm a young nigga born like a Chris Paul. Yeah, I'm the big dog. Rule number one, you always gotta get yours. Big bag on my mind, gotta secure. Nigga, yeah, I'm the big dog. First off, I'm the big dog. Try to disrespect, get clipped off. Ain't never been inside to get ripped off. I'm a young nigga born like a Chris Paul. Yeah, I'm the big dog. Rule number one, you always gotta get yours. Big bag on my mind, gotta secure. Nigga, yeah, I'm the big dog. Wait a minute. I'm a young king, I'm in it to win it. Head of my crew, call me the lieutenant. My time is now, I've been on a mission. I remember them days I was starving for dinner. I was going insane, going through some dilemmas. Never fake who I am and stay true to my image. Trying to find the sight, trying to see the bigger picture. So I'ma stay down till a nigga come up. I've been filled with so much hunger. A nigga got scrappy to collect on some bucks. I done made 20K in less than a month. I'm a beast. I go by Minx and I'm coming from the east. You can hear my name buzzing in the streets. My aura is very, very unique. Whoa. First off, I'm the big dog. Try to disrespect, get clipped off. Ain't never been inside to get ripped off. I'm a young nigga born like a Chris Paul. Yeah, I'm the big dog. Rule number one, you always gotta get yours. Big bag on my mind, gotta secure. Nigga, yeah, I'm the big dog. First off, I'm the big dog. Try to disrespect, get clipped off. Ain't never been inside to get ripped off. I'm a young nigga born like a Chris Paul. Yeah, I'm the big dog. Rule number one, you always gotta get yours. Big bag on my mind, gotta secure. Nigga, yeah, I'm the big dog.
Yes, sir. That track goes hard, son. Fuck with that shit heavy.
That's some good music. What is that called again?
Big Dog by Minx. Yo, shout out Debo. You can find that on Spotify, Apple Music, all
I
that.
fuck with Debo.
Yeah, my son go hard for real.
Yeah, that shit was lit when he pulled up.
Yes, sir.
Ain't got to see it. But as always, that will be in the description.
Facts. Oh, welcome back to the podcast.
E4.
Yes, sir.
E4.
Episode 4.
We back with the
Man.
video.
You know the vibes.
So you get to see us.
Remember the last time he was going crazy on the intro to the...
That was the free game. That was a free game. That shit was lit.
He said we going crazy.
That shit was lit.
But we back with that quarantine podcast, you feel me?
Yes, sir. Extended through May.
Yes,
Extended through May till May 31st. For all the loners, we lit. We lit in the house.
Man,
But get ready. We might be coming out. Shoot your shots before.
facts. But what it do to all the melanated folks and those lacking, and welcome back to the Come Up Collective with your boys Makai,
Yes, sir.
Mamadou, Gary,
Hola.
and myself, Shek. For the first time listeners, the CC gives a platform for POCs to express themselves as they chase that BAG,
That bag. Yes, sir.
all while in the pursuit of happiness, health, and of course, wealth.
Of
course, wealth.
Indubitably.
We got a special episode for y'all today. I think Makai has a lot more to speak on that.
I do. But before we get into it, as always, I like to check y'all chakra levels. How the chakra going? I'm talking about the Naruto chakra, not the Crystaller's chakra.
Y'all don't like that crystal healer shit.
That
Oh,
cra-
ooh. And I ooh. It's not that I don't like it. It's just that
You just don't like it.
I come from Africa, so a lot of that other stuff, like, that was a bad image
juju,
portrayed.
juju.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
juju's real, but
I don't know what juju is.
getting involved with it, I don't know. First, it was like a bad image portrayed upon Africans, and then it's like people are willingly doing this now to, like, it was like, whoa.
Did they have it decorated like it is today on necklaces
Nah,
and shit?
it's not. It's like
See?
very trendy. Like
Yeah.
my mom
Yeah.
saw this shit and was like, what the fuck are these niggas doing?
It's like gentrification.
Exactly. It is very. We're gonna gentrify healing and praising ancestors and shit like that.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, but how y'all chakra levels though?
Yo, we shooting shots early.
We came in on reckless.
Oh God.
Honestly, that's interesting, man. I ain't think about it like that, Shaq. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It never. Yeah, so I appreciate that.
Would you rock a crystal if I buy one for you?
Hell no. Thing about
That'd be an
the
interesting
thing
combination.
about
Some eyeshadow, some crystals.
Nah, I think crystals
Uh-oh.
is fire though.
You better
I'm
chill.
just saying, but I think when it gets into that other stuff with spirituality, that's where it gets a little
yeah.
tougher. But I also know there's been like religions and practices that's been doing that for forever.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about this
like
specific
the
type of people.
commercialization of it.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Is the
Yes,
shit
sir.
That's bad. Yeah, I get you.
Mm-hmm.
I get you.
That's real.
That is real. Shout out to the people that do fuck with it authentically though.
Yeah. Yes,
Facts.
sir. Shout out to Bianca, B Serene Co.
Yeah, send us some crystals, please.
We gonna put her link in the bio. She got fire crystals.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
That shit turning into a lifestyle brand. On God.
That's true. Okay, so the crystallers are wrapped up. Tell me, how are you guys? How are y'all feeling? Quarantine not treating you too bad? Good energy levels?
Chilling. You feel me?
Feeding yourself good content?
Making good content.
Making good content, even better.
Yeah,
Yes,
I be
sir.
consuming it too. You know, I gotta stream our own voices. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
same.
Just
Yeah.
something about this podcast that just makes me think to myself like, damn, I can make it out.
Right? We be on Spotify too. That feels
Yeah.
legit.
Yeah, that is legit. That is legit. I sent a Spotify
It
link today
does.
to my boss from this past summer. I was like, wow,
Check us out.
check us out, dude.
That's where I'll be quoting this shit. Okay, so point of the episode. Our agenda this one is we launched the Comeup Scholars last episode. Can I get some gunshots?
Yes, sir.
We launched the Comeup Scholars. That's going to be running.
I'm sorry, the Caribbean in me came out, y'all. I apologize.
That was you?
Yeah, bro.
Yes.
Damn.
I didn't think it was gonna be that loud.
Yikes.
It's supposed to be like boop 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 boop.
So we launched the Comeup Scholars last episode. That's going to be open until what, May 28th? Seems like a good date.
I think we did 24th.
24th. Here, before I
And then we
put
gave
out
ourselves the week.
misinformation here.
Oh, to read, yeah.
Yeah,
I think it was
May
24th.
24th, 11:59 PST. So we're going to use this episode to kind of answer some of the questions that we put out. You got to don't steal our
I
answers
love that.
if you applying. We gonna
Imagine.
fucking
That's
know.
hilarious.
You gonna let that sound a little
How
familiar.
you gonna finesse the finessers, nigga?
We do this. Okay, so let's start with the short ones though. So some favorite struggle meals. I'm talking about. I want to hear some nasty shit. And to be honest, I already know where we could start.
What?
Mama
Nasty. Struggle bills can be good too, nigga.
Time
This
out.
mine are solid.
Nah. But they like,
That's facts. But the first time you hear some struggle meals, you're like, ugh.
I
Like-
think
I mean, I don't think. I think.
Case in
I
point.
think. Oh, like that's tough. But like, I don't think. Like.
Okay, that's facts. I'll give you that. Because I'm thinking of some struggle meals that I actually really fuck with and I still eat.
Like for me, beans and hot dogs. That's a struggle meal. It's not mine personal,
nah,
but like that's a struggle meal.
delicious.
That's like that's not a like,
rice,
you feel me?
rice
That's
and
good.
eggs.
Okay.
Is
Rice and eggs.
scrumptious.
That's
Mhm.
real.
But would
That's real.
you eat spam again?
Yeah, I would eat spam again.
You would eat spam like willing? Like you gonna go to the store
Nah,
and buy
I
spam?
would never would.
Yeah.
Mama dude, it sounds like you wouldn't though. I wouldn't either.
Hawaiian people make spam all the time. It's in all the musubis and shit.
Yeah, but we talking about the
Very true.
spam in the fucking can. That spam.
I
Like
mean
the blue-
that is the spam. That
Yeah.
Is the
is
same
Like
one
with-
that they use?
With
Yeah.
every
they just
type
cook
of
it.
chemical compound inside of it.
What?
Would
Time
you-
out. What the fuck is this nigga talking about?
Yeah, I don't know.
If
what
you
you're
ever
talking about.
read the ingredients, on that shit is dead ass meat, like mystery meat,
Mystery
and then
meat.
like potassium chloride, fucking chloride.
most of the food you
I was
eating,
about to
nigga.
say that's a honey bun. That's a
No,
I don't know
bro,
about
that-
that.
but
I
that's-
don't know about that. I would not say that. I
No,
would not say that.
honey
That's most of
bun-
the food.
That shit has
Have you
mad
looked on the
extra
back
shit in it.
of a zebra cake,
bruh,
nigga?
a zebra cake lasts for 6
Yeah, honey
months.
buns-
My nigga, like
A Twinkie
most
does
of, most
too.
of the shit that y'all
'Cause-
eating last.
Because of all that chemical shit.
Okay, but
that
if I'm
doesn't mean
going
that
out
you should
and
be eating it though.
Didn't
Well,
you eat McDonald's
obviously,
today?
if you don't got a choice.
Yeah, I did. I mean,
McDonald's-
I'm not saying I'm against eating processed shit.
Interesting. Oh,
You-
it's
but you
mama dude
think-
that's saying that.
Yeah, it's Mama do saying.
You're
okay,
thinking
whatever
that
he's saying.
My
No,
thing is,
Mama
you
Dude's
think
not saying that.
processed
No,
shit
no.
is different than the processed shit
Everywhere
of like
else.
honey. Yeah, like literally those chemicals are just for preservatives and other shit like that. And that's exactly the same as like a honey bun or like a zebra cake or like a oatmeal cream pie.
Yeah, what I will not.
I don't understand how you say no, bro. Why? What you
Like,
mean?
the only thing I would not fuck with, at least specifically with Spam, is that shit has ridiculous sodium content.
Yes.
Like that is there's a ridiculous amount of sodium in that shit. But everything else, I'm like, I might as well just, go fully green.
Nigga on his kale shit.
I wouldn't go
Low
fully
milk
green.
quinoa.
I'm not. I hear struggle meal, and I'm also thinking of. I think. I agree. If you're talking about meals you can make at home, but I'm also thinking about all the food I was eating while I was struggling, whatever. And I'm thinking how most of those things it'd be rare for me to buy now. Even a honey bun, because of all that chemical shit, like it's low key. Like that's just as scrumptious. I'll buy one to bust one down, but like I'm not about to go out of my way and keep some in my pantry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like just because of all those chemicals, and now that I know that, I'm not going back. Like even Spam or whatever, like I can't eat anything that says I can't eat anything. Like niggas fake bougie, but like if I see all of the chemical shit on it now, I'm like, ugh, like I really want to put that in my body. Given that like I don't have to.
Agree.
That nigga
So
said
rare-
if I read the ingredients, I don't know what that shit is.
Yeah, facts. It's getting packed.
Facts.
Yeah.
But when you say rare to find, you don't necessarily mean it's like hard to locate in the grocery store, but more that it's like you're never gonna pick that shit up when you go grocery shopping.
That was a response to you, Mamadou.
I'm asking.
So I'll pick it up. Like say if I see a honey bun in a deli, I'm gonna pick it up. But I was just thinking about struggle food. Like it's not gonna be rare to find. I mean, also think about it, like on campus here. Do we ever see honey buns type shit? Like
Yeah, Munger sells it.
yeah. If you gonna
Munger sells it. Yeah.
Nigga said, I know. That was the first thing I looked for.
I was looking for it. Honey buns and mambas.
We still have the.
That's true, but and also they sell them in a box, not even like little 50-cent packets. So they kind of feel like a different. Like you gotta buy them and commit to a whole pack.
Yeah.
We also have.
Oh, I was wondering because we still got money from Munger this quarter. It's part of the dining hall plan.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you do. That's why you could go to Top.
We can also go to Munger.
Mm-hmm.
I completely forgot about that.
Make sure you wear a mask though.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
Last time I
We
went
talking
that
favorite
shit
struggle
wasn't work.
food? I'm gonna come off. The last one I feel like I mentioned to someone and I got a yuck from is my bread and mayo. Simple.
Oh, disgusting.
See, that's what I was thinking about when I introduced this shit.
But is it
That's
toasted?
what I was thinking about. I'm like, ugh. The first time the nigga told me, ugh.
That's a little rough. That's a little rough. I'm not gonna hold you.
Nigga,
my
that is
nigga.
disgusting.
That's
Nah.
rough.
Hold on. This shit about to get worse. I'm not gonna lie. I love this, bro. I'm low-key exposed to my siblings because we used to munch on this shit down. So you low-key get bread, mayonnaise, and then if you still got hot chocolate powder or whatever, you make hot chocolate.
That
and you have bread,
explains
mayonnaise,
so
and hot
much.
chocolate.
That explains
And low-key, you
so-
could dip the
so
bread in the
much.
hot chocolate.
One day
I'm not gonna lie. That shit slap.
You be
Yo,
toasting the bread?
When was the last time you ate it? Actually, answer Gary's question first.
You toast the
Nah,
bread?
we didn't have a toaster, and I didn't know how to use an oven. Nah, we microwaved it. That was sometimes. You microwaved with bread, but then we learned that mayonnaise gives you cancer or some shit like that.
God damn.
This is getting progressively worse and worse.
When was the last time you ate that?
Straight bread and mayonnaise? No, probably back that's high school. But now, like, I'll put turkey on it. Last time I had was bread, mayonnaise, and
You make
turkey.
sandwiches.
This nigga- he said, now I work at Subway. Nigga.
Sheesh.
I used to fake put the turkey in there like Subway does it, fold it in half,
You got your little mini
and then you
sandwich.
put it in there. You get like,
Artisan. Make it artisan. Poverty, but make it art.
looking at you, Stanford. Looking at you, Berkeley. Looking at you, all other lease institutions.
That's funny. See,
I'm not trying to take all of them, but a butter roll too. But I don't. Is that struggle food, Shaq?
butter roll?
Because
Because a butter roll just good.
You told me it's like $1. You go in, they toast some bread, put some butter
it's
on
not. It's not struggle food. Like
it. That's an appetizer.
yeah, type shit. Like
that's a snack. That's a snack. See, my favorite struggle meal is simple. Is the cinnamon bread.
Cinnamon bread.
That's
does go
nice.
stupid.
I love cinnamon bread.
that goes
Yeah.
hard.
Because for some reason we always
Time
had
out.
what?
A slice of bread, cinnamon.
No, he cooks it
Yeah,
together.
you gotta cook it. You gotta cook it. So you're gonna put cinnamon on top of it, and you're gonna put it in the oven and let it cook.
Nigga went.
Oh, wow.
then I put it in the microwave. How long I gotta put it in the microwave? Just let me know.
Slice of bread, cinnamon, microwave. That's how it is.
I put it in the oven.
Yeah,
it's better if
he
you
knew.
bake it. It's better if you bake
The
it.
pan also low-key goes stupid. Too.
Pan
Yeah.
goes ridiculous.
Yeah, always.
Above everything else.
That was always nice because we always had bread around. Bread was always that staple food that would make it to the end.
I feel like we always had the sweet spices as well. So you know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
Because you never really use them, so they just stay there for months.
Facts. Years maybe.
Yeah, potentially.
We always had bread because we was chasing that bread.
I just want to let y'all know he pushed that button. That nigga pushed the gunshots button.
Feel me?
Ain't nobody. It was nobody with him.
That's crazy. Y'all, alright. Yo, Gary, just say you struggle with it.
Oh shit. Yeah, low-key, man, gotta go with the eggs and rice, man. A nice fried egg doesn't have to go all the way through, especially if you don't got too much gas. And then it's a little runny. You put that shit on top of some nice textured motherfucking rice.
Okay.
And then you put a little salt and pepper on top. You break the egg just a little bit so the egg is now soaking the rest of the rice. Then you go into the pantry potentially, depending on where you're from in the U.S. I know y'all niggas be weird with some shit. And then you go and you get some garlic powder if you got it, or really anything else that isn't salt, and you just put that hoe on there, and then you feel like a chef. Ooh. Damn, nigga.
That shit did sound nice, no cap.
It kind of did. Except I like my eggs scrambled. It's my only difference I can do. I never got put on the fried eggs.
You know, are you one of those? No, don't do it. I know what you're thinking.
What?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
What?
Just keep going.
I'm not gonna do it.
Just yeah. It's not you. It's us.
I like my eggs.
I want to see it.
Yeah. This nigga did.
I'm sorry.
I hate you.
But so I always had a question. I don't know if you do it, but I know the Puerto Ricans be doing this. They'll just eat like rice and ketchup.
I've been there before.
You have.
Oh,
I've been
I
there
heard
before.
that.
You put some Tabasco on there, whatever
Oh,
whatever
hell
protein
no.
you might have.
Interesting.
Whatever protein.
No. They do rice and ketchup.
By itself?
Yes.
Oh, no.
They'll
I don't
do like
think we've
rice,
gotten there.
ketchup, and then like an egg on it or something. But like,
Oh,
That don't
I
sound
mean,
too
yeah,
bad.
yeah,
That
that's
don't
what
sound
I
too
would.
bad.
no. But it's the rice and ketchup.
That shit low key be hitting some.
That
Y'all
bro.
niggas is crack.
Ketchup with almost anything.
Talking about,
is
honestly,
talking about
kinda
this
good.
is white rice. This is white rice, yellow rice, seasoned
It's
rice.
white rice and ketchup.
I could fuck with that.
I don't know, man.
I can
It
fuck
could be
with that.
fire, bro. I'm not gonna
Yeah, I
hold
can
you.
actually fuck with
Especially
that.
if they season the water, they boil the.
Yeah, that's
the,
struggle,
the,
man,
the
for
rice
sure.
in.
Yeah, if the rice is well cooked with rice, I
Yeah.
mean with ketchup,
Listen,
not too bad. The ketchup
if
brings a little bit more
if
flavor.
Some
abuelita,
ketchup packets. That's some real
if
struggle. food.
abuelita come up to me with some rice, arroz con pollo, without the pollo, and instead of the pollo, she has ketchup. Yo no sé, but listen, papi, no work, it no work, it no work.
I hate this man, yo.
Yo,
I hate
This
this
man
man.
said arroz con pollo sin pollo. Yo.
Damn, let me see. Favorite struggle meal. That's tough. Favorite struggle meal.
I'm thinking of culture. I'm thinking of cultural like struggle foods too. I don't know. Bail me out here, Shaq, if y'all don't do this. But we do. So there's two ones that are really bad. There's rice, white rice, and sour cream.
sour cream, interesting.
That's a meal.
I mean, I don't-
Y'all niggas
White
on that
rice?
White nigga.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
It's a West African thing. No. It's low-key West Africans be on it.
I don't
Low-key,
think that's
like, my
bad though.
dad
Like
much that
you
shit
go
up.
to Chipotle and get like rice and sour cream. Like you feel me? Like
Oh, that's fact actually.
so I don't think it's that
With
bad.
just rice and sour cream.
It's gonna have a lot less flavor. That's what it seems like. It's
It's
gonna
just like
Just-
sour cream is like a
if you-
leveler. You know what I'm saying? Like, but rice ain't got no taste. That's why
Yeah,
I'm
those are
like,
two
Yeah, that's why I
levels,
was
yeah.
with the ketchup being with the rice.
yeah, low key sour cream and the ketchup.
Alright, stop.
I'm wondering if that could be some
actually
heat.
wasn't
It could
too
be some
bad.
heat. Put some cayenne on there.
Or some hot sauce? Yeah.
Okay.
We go-
This nigga's wildin'. Like, somebody save me, son. And you said there was a second one. What was your second one?
Oh, I don't know if you ever saw. I don't know if this is a Guinean thing specifically, but we have also white rice, smashed up okra, and the palm oil, and you put a little salt on it.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's like.
Oh wait. Oh,
we don't do that
I'm glad you know
specifically, but there's this thing called breadfruit. That's just straight starch, and that's literally all niggas be in. They'll like sometimes like they'll cut it in slices and fry it too because the texture is better. But either way, it's the same concept. Just a little rice on or a little salt on top.
What? Time out. I didn't get the connection. It missed me. You said, wait, can you describe the breadfruit? Because he said, what I'm thinking about, you said palm oil, rice, and okra.
Yeah, it's like starchy in the same way that okra.
Yeah.
Breadfruit.
Yeah.
So breadfruit replaced the okra.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like an analogous situation type of thing.
So y'all put the breadfruit in the.
Like what we could put like the breadfruit with the rice like as slices and then put salt on everything, or mash the breadfruit up and then put it in the rice and put some salt on it.
The breadfruit has the same texture as like an okra.
I'm looking at photos of
it's
breadfruit.
starchy, yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. If you see photos of the breadfruit, you'll see how it
it's
works
like
out.
green with like prickly shit on the outside. Inside hella starchy.
My fault, y'all. We all searching up for this joint right now.
Oh yeah, I remember having this on the island.
Yeah, it's low-key a go-to. That's that shit is good.
Remember that meat in your island? Bro, you remember the meat in this island? Niggas would just be grilling that shit. It'd be some old lady, and then it'd be the meat, and then it was like his uncle served it to us on that first day. It was basically just chicken on a stick.
Oh, pincho?
I
It
don't
was
know, that shit
pincho?
was so. I think it was pincho. Pincho sounded
Yeah.
right.
That shit is
delicious.
scrumptious. That shit is scrumptious.
All the food down there was good.
All the food down there was good.
I still don't know what this nigga Shaq's favorite struggle meal is.
Oh, thank you for bringing us back on top. So I'll definitely say my favorite struggle meal has to be the unprecedented, the never before seen, highly requested and highly favored.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you ready for this? You ready for this? Farina. Yeah.
So you gotta explain it before we could.
Y'all don't know farina?
I got a shaku to eat it.
You know.
You're fucked up. But farina is like cream of wheat.
I don't know what that is.
Y'all don't know what cream of wheat is?
I've
Porridge.
seen it.
Porridge.
Oh, okay.
Porridge.
Okay, some oats.
Is that oatmeal?
Yeah, no, it's a different texture than oatmeal. I'm really surprised you haven't heard of it because in the island, in Jamaica, they have something similar to that, and I think it's very popular around. They call it like corn porridge or something like that, and it's yellow.
Interesting. I can ask my mom about it.
Oh, I see. It's like a
It
porridge.
could be like
I'm looking at
it's
photos.
like a cornmeal porridge or something like that.
Exactly. So
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's what we have for farina. But the thing about farina is that it's very you can make it multiple different ways. So you can have it as porridge.
Damn, nigga.
I'm looking at the box right now.
And I know you remember it,
I've seen this in
correct.
some struggle households.
But we would like
Is that with a PH?
FARINA 1 N. So we would like eat farina like a lot. And the thing is, it was always there. We could have ate 8 bowls of the shit, and it was always full. We were mad as fuck. So that's the only reason that shows my struggle meal, because it felt endless, nigga. I eat 8 bowls of the shit. It comes to the point where, like, you have to make it good, though. If you make it in a pot, you put sugar in it. Yes, put sugar in it. You put just a nice good amount of mixes in it, like good like maybe a little cinnamon.
Ooh.
It tastes good. But if you make it too quickly or you make it bad, maybe it's too watery, maybe it doesn't have enough water, that shit tastes like a fucking brick. And the thing is, in my household, if you made it, you gonna eat it. So he made a whole bowl of this shit. Let's say you forget a little bit of water, over with, my nigga. So now you chew it. Eating fucking military surplus food and shit. Sorry. Shout out to the army. Shout out to the military.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service. My son Brian, shout out.
Shout out Jack. Shout out Jeff. You know the vibes. Those my brothers, man.
Jack and Jeff. Not Jack and Jill.
Fuck Jack and Jill.
Fuck Jack and Jill.
I didn't say that, but I meant it.
All right, so damn, that was finally question 1 done.
That was question 1. That was
So
question
we gonna,
1.
yeah.
Question 2, favorite article of clothing.
Oh.
I know yours.
And why?
It's the bag. You know it's the bag. What was you gonna say?
Did not say that.
Oh,
I was
damn.
not thinking
What
that.
I was
were you
expecting
thinking?
a body bag.
I was thinking of a hoodie for you. You
That's
just
actually very
iconically
real.
wear hoodies all
That
the
is a very
time. I feel
real-
like you feel comfortable in hoodies.
That is a very real statement. I'm gonna say that in terms of usage, it definitely is a hoodie. In terms of utility, I'm gonna give it to the body bag, like the chest bag.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know, I feel like I've mentioned this before, but you know, I'm on like taking like hella meds for like heart stuff, and like it's like the easiest way for me to just be like fashionable, but still take my medication with me just in case I'm not going home. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a shitty feeling. You wake up the next morning, you're like, damn, I didn't take my meds.
It's a purse.
It is.
It's a purse.
It is. I'm gonna call it a chest bag just to fit into the binary a little bit.
A Merce.
A Merce.
I like Merce actually.
Mercedes Benz.
Y'all could have seen my face when this nigga
They
said
can
that
see
shit.
your face.
Yeah, they can. Oh shit. How about you, Makai?
Mine. Yeah, I really like to get into my fashion or into my drip, but I really like. I'm a big sweater guy. And I think there's one thing I like about the Bay. It allows me to wear sweaters more often without winter.
That's valid.
You know what I mean? Like I can't go somewhere really cold.
Little nighttime sweater weather. I feel
Exactly. Long sweaters preferably. I feel like I'm a big fan of layering. Layering colors, layering fabric, layering all that shit.
Different
and
texture fabrics are pretty fire.
Yeah,
bro.
it's pretty dope.
Yeah.
It's pretty dope. And when you take it off and you got a whole nother fit under.
Phenomenal. It's like y'all thought the drip stopped.
Oh, y'all thought it stopped?
Come on now.
There's layers to this, my guy.
Come on, son. The drip never stopped. Come on. Drip Pavelli. What you said? Social dripping.
Dripstancing.
Social drips instinct.
Yeah, it's maintaining a hard
Social
fit at
dripstancing.
6 feet social distance.
Damn.
Say that shit again one more time, bro.
Maintaining a hard fit at 6 feet social distance. Yes, sir. Never
Can't
let
get
the
up
drip
close and
die.
personal, but a nigga knows he drowning.
A nigga gotta yell, yo, bro, you drippy.
And you gotta yell back, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Tanks.
I thought these niggas, yo, everybody from HVA know it. I thought these niggas, tanks. Yes, sir. Nigga, Mamadou went incognito. But anyways, would you like to expound?
No.
All right, copy.
Any more on that? If I was writing an essay, I would, but for purposes of the podcast, that's all y'all getting.
That's all y'all. That's all y'all job.
Mamadou, what's your favorite article of clothing?
Favorite article of clothing? I mean, right now it's anything with like a kangaroo pouch. So like these windbreakers with the kangaroo pouch. I got like this yellow one.
What you put in there?
That I be wearing too much time.
Put the condoms in there?
Pouch, the joint that be here, right?
This nigga here.
That works.
The kangaroo pouch be the joint that be on the tummy, right?
Yeah, it's on the tummy.
Have you considered a fanny pack?
Or Merce.
Or a Mercedes Benz.
Just because you could put anything in there, you could everything go in there. Because I don't like the feeling of things in my pocket. Because I don't like when I sit and then
That's a fact.
like you could feel the item in your pocket. So if I could put anything in a big kangaroo
That's a
pouch.
fact.
That's real.
That's why the only thing I carry is the American Express.
What you mean?
Just stunning.
Get on your Apple Pay wave, where all you need is your phone.
It's
Can't
something something about a metallic card. That
It's
be
something
making a
about
nigga-
the wallet, the symbol of wealth.
Really?
You got your wallet on you right now, Shaq?
Stop playing with me, son.
Pull that shit out right
You know
now,
my shit
bro.
on me, my nigga.
Pull that shit right
I
out.
know the fucking vibes, bruh.
Cause I feel rich when I
I know
pay
the
with my
fucking vibes, bruh. Huh? You see the
Initials.
insignia. Stop playing with a nigga.
Damn.
How often do people see that?
Every time at McDonald's, at Wingstop,
Flexing on the
at other
McDonald's.
stores.
It's like, yeah, I'm riding a zip car right now, but I got a Louis purse.
That's funny. That's hilarious. Yo, your wallet costs more than a zip card. I think to me, it works best when you're at a fancy, nice restaurant, a sit-down dinner spot. Then your waiter's with you, and for me, I look very young type shit, so I'm already ordering a bunch of the shit, and then like, what the fuck, this is a black guy, we don't necessarily know, is this nigga gonna pay, is he gonna try to do some dumb shit, and then just pull it out, put it on the table, oh, we ready to take your order, yeah, here you go type shit, and that's like the, okay, that's a symbol, all right, we got it, he got a little something with him, he got that thing on him, you feel me, like,
But you see how it's subtle.
It's
subtle. You don't
not
need
like-
to rock the Gucci
that's
belt.
why it's black, you feel me?
It's subtle. It's like
Subtle.
if you know, you know, and if you don't, like it's good.
Facts. Now, there's nothing wrong with rocking a Gucci belt.
Oh
I
no,
know
100.
my son Amadou, shout out Amadou.
I think about got about 6.
That man
Yeah.
drippy.
It becomes
Louis
a big part of your outfit when you put it on, though.
Yeah.
It becomes a central point of it.
Yeah, I feel like I would probably do some plain shit and then have that. be
Yeah,
the
that's how you
highlight
gotta.
of the-
That's why you gotta. Yeah.
But yeah, that nigga, I'm a dude.
Y'all think y'all gonna spend big bread on your own clothes when y'all get older?
To me, I think I'll spend big bread on a stylist who's gonna spend big bread on clothes. But I don't know if necessarily myself, I'm gonna go around into a Gucci store and feel enthralled to cop like a Gucci shirt. I think I'm gonna like pay my stylist to go cop whatever I need, and then bring that shit back to me.
They got those subscription boxes. You can have a
True.
online guy.
But I haven't seen them do that with like high level.
Yeah,
I've seen them do it
premium.
with like Diamond Supply Co. or like
Yeah.
not H. If it was H&M shit, I would have been with it. But actually, I wouldn't. Listen, H&M, stop playing with me, my nigga. Start including fat niggas in your shit. Increase the fucking size, stupid. Stop playing with me, stupid. Are you dumb? Stupid. I want to be drippy too, stupid. but anyways, my favorite article of clothing.
Tim's.
You're a clown.
Hats.
Sneakers would be good. A hat would be a good choice, but I would
do-rag.
definitely think
Sweatpants.
it's a
Slides.
binary. Oh my god. It's like two. One, the first one I'll say is suits. It's like not an article of clothing, but it's like a more of a category. And for me, just like I don't know, suits represented something really special for me growing up. It was like, all right, whatever. When it comes, y'all niggas see me as a black nigga, and niggas see me nigga from the hood, nigga from the streets, blah blah blah, all this shit. When I'm entering into these white spaces. But then when I'm in a suit, that's like that's the first step to like, all right, this nigga's in the room, he's dressed correctly, it's like
Facts.
similar.
Yeah.
And for me, regardless of how I'm going in life, if I have a suit on me, I'm feeling some type of confidence. I'm feeling some type of, you feel me?
Where is my super suit?
Where's my super suit?
That's hilarious. And I guess the second part, which is like the complete opposite, would be like a do-rag. Just because like, for me, that's like, shout out to A$AP Ferg, that's the black man's cape, you feel me? Like I feel like that's so symbolic of culture, black culture, and wearing it is such a huge, like, just statement. And it's very interesting that niggas like A$AP Ferg, niggas like Ski Master Slump God have started to wear it as fashion. And niggas been doing that before. But for, I know for folks, that like just started happening recently. Usually do-rags was just for the house type shit. But now that niggas is making it to a fashion stance, there's bad that's coming with it, as is, you know, it's been associated with negative shit. But now there's great coming with it too. There's a nigga that did a whole photograph thing on the do-rag. It was like a whole photo series where he took pictures of different people rocking their do-rag and their different shit that they was wearing, and the shit was fire. It was beautiful. It brought beauty to it. You feel me? And I think it made me see the importance of it. Yeah.
Click the goddamn button, bro. That's the type of shit we trying to read on the fucking essays, bro. Did you hear that shit, bro? Did you hear that shit, nigga? He cited his fucking sources, bro. Fuck is you talking about? MLA format, nigga.
If any of y'all choose do-rag and I read that shit, I'm destroying it.
Nah, they
I'm
can
fucking with you. I'm fucking with
They can
you.
do do-rags.
It will be fine. Don't
Yeah,
worry about it.
definitely. Yeah, I'm fucking
We
with
keeping a lot of things in mind.
Yeah.
Facts.
I used to be big into ties and dressing up as well.
We know.
Yeah.
Let me explain to you the first time I saw Makai.
you
Nigga
know.
was in a suit.
Oh,
And
yeah.
he had a bow tie, a crystal bow tie made out of glass. How the fuck?
The
I'm like,
hex
this
tie.
nigga has a glass on his jugular. Why you doing that? That's so much shit could go wrong.
That's actual fact. How was I looking at you the first time and I was looking at
Looking at
myself
me!
at the same time, nigga?
Yeah, I knew it would be a conversation starter.
That's valid.
I knew it would be a conversation starter.
I do have a question though. Do y'all leave the cape or do y'all tuck in the tail of the do-rag?
It depends.
I leave it
You leave it out?
always.
Sometimes that get too hot for me. So I'll do the tuck only when I'm like rocking a hat over it. That's when I'll typically do a tuck.
It could complement the color of the hat though if you got the tail out. So you got a white hat, red
It does
dewy,
depend.
the
I
red
think-
tail hang outside, the white
It look
hat.
weird
Come
though.
on, nah,
It
that
look weird though.
Nah, that's tough.
Do you still be wearing the hat like it's a fitted or you like turn it to the side?
I'll keep it regular.
Yeah.
I wear like a fitted, and then like I will look regular. You'll just see like black or like something where my hair is supposed to be. It'll just be like dark,
That's
some
real.
shit like that.
Yeah.
I never got into the trend of wearing dewies like outside as much though. I guess now I don't wear dewies as much because I don't have waves anymore, and I walk the fro. But I never got into like wearing it to class or anything.
Oh yeah. I do notice that. Yeah, I remember that. You didn't really rock it.
No, because I wanted to get the lines out of my forehead.
True.
That's real shit.
That was it.
That's real shit.
That's the only negative
That's real
part. When you go do a do-rag reveal and then you take your shit off and then Your shit
lines.
looking like an
Man,
ATM
like,
card.
God
Swipe,
damn, what
swipe.
happened?
It don't matter how hard you rub after that shit.
Nigga said
that
swipe,
shit's
swipe.
gonna be.
White
The
people
worst
don't
part
understand.
isn't the front of the head, it's the back. When you take that shit off and your whole head got a little nigga, and then that's not even this hair is flat down and then there's a mullet growing out your back. You mad as shit. You like, fuck.
Facts. That's why you gotta get that faded.
Facts.
I get that faded. White people don't understand. I've been asked so many times about that front hairline. Like, yo, man, what's up with your head? Like, bro, it was just a dewy. What's that?
Dewy. That sounds like an adverb.
Do you dewy it? Nike, you just dewy it.
Stay dewy, my friends.
You know what I like most about that question that we're asking? We talked about before in the podcast about how about how you spend a lot of time as a poor person trying not to appear poor.
Yes,
And
sir.
your clothes is such a big part of
Facts.
that.
Yes, sir.
Like I think my high school wore uniform just for that reason.
Mine did too.
Shout out Christ.
What?
I said same. Shout out Christ.
Good.
Yeah.
G.O.D.
I'm like, did you go to a Christian school?
Can't forget my son Jesus.
Yes, sir. This nigga spitting.
And Allah and
I was like, shout out Muhammad. Shout out the Quran, my nigga. Alhamdulillah. You know what I'm saying?
and keep doing y'all thing during Ramadan, man. Y'all working hard.
Facts.
All right, did everybody do their article of clothing?
Mama
did
did.
you do one?
Yeah, I did my kangaroo
Oh, he
couch.
did do the
but
kangaroo
yeah.
couch.
Y'all had all these wise ass answers.
Any other ones that anybody want to add on?
Uh,
You can do more than one.
Kicks, of course.
Facts.
Your shoes say a big statement about you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm one of those sneaker heads. I love sneakers. I can tell you all the nylon, the material, all that shit. But I don't have them.
Damn.
So once I get bread, I'm definitely gonna be the type of nigga that have a line of sneakers on the back of my wall. You feel me? I'm going hard for that shit. That's word.
I feel like that's an element, because I was thinking about that when we were talking about like if you're gonna spend a lot of money on bread in the future, because I feel like there's very specific articles of clothing that I'll feel comfortable spending a lot of money on, like albeit sneakers, button downs type shit. Like I can't see myself getting an $800 t-shirt.
No, I
Like
can't
the only way it would is like that velvet shit that you got from Supreme, some shit
Mhm.
like that. Like I'll be more than happy like
Mm-hmm.
spending money on. But if it's like it looks like I could get it at Walmart for $9 and this shit is $450. Like I'm
Facts.
not buying that shit.
Say it just lasts long.
I'm
Good quality. Good feel.
I'd still probably save money.
You could cop 8 versions from Walmart and just do a DIY.
Facts.
Smart.
Tanks.
Thanks. I might just hit it raw though. Oh my
element.
I like dark skins.
Let my melanin.
I don't know why, man. Oh yeah, this nigga go hard. But R.I.P. Pop Smoke, man. That was a great,
RP a real one.
great individual.
He's Afro-Latino.
Panamanian.
Yeah.
Panamanian.
It's we have very similar ethnic groups. If
Garifuna?
you watch, he's just like he's like part of the Jamaicans that got brought to Latin America.
Got you.
So if you like in that interview that he was talking about his dad, he's like, my dad speaks Jamaican Spanish.
Damn.
Like that's I was like, yeah, I know exactly where this nigga from.
Damn, that's crazy.
Facts. Ready for our next one?
Yes, sir.
Indubitably.
All right. Let's start
Indubitably.
with
I hate this nigga.
smart ass nigga. Let's start with the street degree one. Let's start with our street degree one. Let me read the whole question. The pod believes that you don't need to be a businessman to know how to run a business. For us, a sneaker reseller can have the same skill set as someone working on Wall Street. We call that a street degree. Can I get a drop?
Yes, sir. This nigga spitting.
Damn, nigga. All right, so now we're gonna round robin of finding examples where we use a street degree, and I could start on this one. The one I was thinking about, bro. When I tell you I was young, I became a salesman at a very young age. Like I used to knock on strangers' doors, like where people used to sell Girl Scout cookies. I was taking out trash for $1. Knock knock. You need your trash taken out. Got you for $1. Cause you have to take it out of the apartment building into the big
Oh, yeah.
thing. I know New York had the chutes.
Yeah,
When
we
you
got
have
shoots.
You got to take it out the building, through the parking lot, and into the big little thing like we got here.
I didn't know they existed like that. Continue.
Yeah, they do. In Cincinnati, they do. So that's how it started. But then that eventually went to cutting grass, doing whatever. So I even sold banners over the phone. Like NASCAR banners.
Over the phone.
Fireworks banners.
How'd they recruit you?
How they recruit me? They recruited me through like a marketing program at my high school.
Okay.
So it was like internship, we called it, where we'll leave for our last period and go work for them.
Interesting.
That's interesting.
Nice.
That's a very interesting way to get child labor.
So then what's your like if that's the street version of your street degree, what's the professional opposite of that?
The professional, any salesman. Like
Okay.
I even imagine being a car salesman. I like watch movies where I'm like, I'm smooth in my words. I know how to understand people's needs. I know how to understand what people are looking for.
Okay.
And then finding the correct product for them. Like, yeah, I could be a good salesman. I could probably sell ice to a penguin.
You heard that? Ice to a penguin. Shit.
That ice a commodity now.
Facts. That's a fact.
True. But I think it transferred to my engineering career. I'm a good communicator when it comes to telling people how technical shit is working.
I'd agree. That nigga's the only reason I passed my CS classes.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Mama. Do too.
What about you, G?
I think similar vibes. I guess honestly, like I legitimately think I have like a BA and BS type shit. Like, I be talking a lot of shit.
BA and BS.
I really think that's like the one thing that I took away from my childhood is just being able to talk shit, like how to diffuse a situation, like how to like read the room if a nigga's talking shit or like if he's being legit.
And like, can you give us an example on this? Is this like nigga ready to fight and you could cool it down?
That's a large part of it. Yeah, the niggas getting ready to fight or even like. I know, like in school, especially with the niggas that were bigger than me, like I was just talking shit to them. I was like, and whenever like they were about to run into me, I just make sure there's hella people around. So I was about to go in on this nigga. I was like, I rehearsed this shit in my room, like, yo, you sorry ass nigga, laces fucked up. Like it would just be the dumbest shit ever, bro.
He
like,
that nigga from Coffee and Kareem. Exactly.
Yes.
Like, yo, you be practicing in your room.
Yeah, because this nigga
course,
do it.
Of course.
What?
Especially because there was like 3-4 niggas. There was like 3-4 niggas that I knew that would always try to like fuck with me. And I was just like, let me just get this shit ready. Go on Facebook, research this nigga.
Wow.
I'm like, all right, bet. This bum ass nigga right here. Like, just waiting on it. Hey, yo, Gary, what's up, you sorry ass nigga? I heard your mom left your dad yesterday. What's up?
Oh, damn.
You good?
Damn,
You good?
God,
I know it's difficult. I know divorce is difficult. Not for me, but for you. I understand.
Shit, that nigga.
Damn. Put out the big guns.
Yeah, but I think that is like as far as like how that translates to now, like I just at least the way that I be writing papers, I feel like most of the time like I try to make sure I got a good argument and all this stuff, but it always seems like I'm making more of an argument than I actually am based off of the way that I present it. And I feel like that goes a long way. And then like specifically like because four jokes only get you so far. I think the improvisation piece of like having to talk shit to people has really helped me like job interviews and shit like that just randomly, especially when it comes to like bringing shit up from earlier in the interview, and like kicking like just like using jokes to like portray myself and like things that I've done.
They love that shit in the interview.
They really do. Oh my
make them
god,
laugh.
you're gonna add a lot of color to the space,
Right? He's just a good value add to the team. Great team member.
What about you, Mama Do?
I'm trying to think of at least one that comes to mind. Is there was a moment, I think it was in the middle school when I was one of them niggas. I became one of them niggas because I wanted a phone so bad. I went to Costco, bought like a shit ton of candy.
Sir.
And
yes, sir.
And then just sold it. So I just walk around the city selling the shit. But I remember it'd be wild too, because even as the story's coming back to me, like I would dead ass stand outside Costco, because we didn't have a Costco card too, because we didn't even shop at Costco. Like, and I would like just ask random ass people. I'm like, yo, you trying to let me use your Costco card to go buy some candy?
That's exactly why. That's exactly why they told you no.
Nah, if you're young enough, they'll say yeah.
This nigga don't know New York, yeah.
For real?
Niggas be grimy, but eventually people say yes. Like sometimes you find like an old lady, like they be like an old lady.
They'll have to
say
be
yes.
black most of the time, or like have a kid.
You be black or they be like Hispanic or something like.
Niggas be grimy shit.
So I remember doing that shit, and then I would just go around the city trying to sell candy. And I was one of them little niggas that walk up to you, yo, you trying to buy candy for? And I try and come up with excuses. Cause I know there's a niggas who trying to sell candy for their basketball team. There's niggas selling the candy for their football team. And I was like, yo, what's mine? Like, what's mine? I was like, one point I was like, oh, the school trip. We trying to go on a school trip type shit. So that's the way I saved up for my first phone. Nice. But I think from that, I'm trying to think of like the professional shit that I gained from it. And immediately like what comes to mind is like don't take things personally. At least I don't think I take anything personally if someone says something. Just like whether it's rejection, whether it's applying this shit, like I could apply to like 50 shit, get rejected from 50, and I'm still bull. Yeah. Like I don't take anything too personally. And also you can't just close your eyes and manifest anything. Like if you like want some shit and you think you could just pray for it without like putting in the work, it's not happening. It's slow for your body. So that's what I'm thinking. But that shit was fun. That shit was funny. Niggas be disrespectful, but I was lit with that candy shit.
It also gets you really good with talking to strangers. Cause like you trying to sell strangers random stuff or like openers and like being able to. A big thing I like you mentioned is accepting rejection, but even just opening that conversation. People don't know how to talk to strangers.
Facts. People at Stanford currently do not know how to talk to strangers.
What y'all mean by talk to strangers?
Like, if you put them in a room with a random ass nigga from this country, like take a random person in the country and take a Stanford student, like your average Stanford student, they would not know how to have a conversation.
Oh, hold a conversation.
Yeah, I think it's
hold.
Yeah,
that's different. I feel like that's different than being able to approach a stranger and like.
That's interesting. The way he was talking about it just now made me think a lot about empathy. Because I feel like that's like if you're capable of like showing that off like at an initial meeting, I feel like it's a lot better for you.
Interesting. And you don't feel like, I feel like when it comes to empathy, Stanford students are the first to do that. Oh, you grew up in the hood? Oh my gosh, I feel so bad for you.
No, definitely. But they don't know how to talk about it. Like, that's why I feel like most of these niggas are like trying to like, they're like walking around the issue. Especially thinking specifically to like my non-black friendships at Stanford. Okay. Yeah. Like there's a lot of empathy there for like random moments and stuff. But there's no way to actually talk. It's like the niggas that say African American instead of black. Oh. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Does that make sense? I think it's coming from like the fear component that he doesn't have. So he's not afraid to like lean into like the uncomfortable situation to like start off like a legitimate connection with somebody.
Got you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. If that made any sense at all.
Malcolm Gladwell has a book called Talking to Strangers.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's really fucking good.
I like Malcolm. I love that.
Yeah, he was just on the Big Idea podcast too. If you want to get a 1 hour summary of it. Who is that nigga? Malcolm Gladwell.
What? Outliers. 25,000 hours. Yeah.
Okay.
Shut up, Malcolm Gladwell.
Not a nigga.
Oh, okay. I thought he was a nigga. I was like, shit.
Yeah,
He's not black.
No, he's mixed. He's mixed.
Yeah, I was about to say, I think he's mixed. He's mixed. This is on the Breakfast Club.
I've never seen him.
This is the nigga that said like only a certain percentage of people are gonna succeed.
That sounds like some shit he would say, but I don't think so.
Because I thought that was what Outliers.
Outliers is like not necessarily that.
Outliers
but it's
like, is you put in 10,000 hours to become an expert.
Yeah,
and that's how you become an outlier. Basically, how do we create outliers? I think that book is really good.
Yeah, even though it's recently been disproven. It's recently been disproven by another book that came up, and it's not that you put in. It's the Tiger Woods versus that big tennis nigga.
Roger Federer.
Yeah, Roger Federer didn't play tennis 10,000 hours. Eventually got good.
Yeah,
but he was good at lacrosse. He was good at football. He was good at soccer, and he built these like transferable skills that eventually made him good at tennis. So instead of getting a lot of depth on one specific thing, you instead get a lot of breadth.
But
and then you can build on top of that.
There are way less Roger Federers than a regular tennis person. So I don't know if it necessarily disproves it.
Well, it disproves it. Well, it's not shown in society because like most of society is set up where like you do it early. Like you get good at basketball, you start in AAU at a very young age. So a lot of society is built on a like presumption that you do things for a long amount of time to eventually get good at it.
That is very
But really is not shown in practice. And just people are, one, either scared or two, don't know about trying a wide range of new experiences.
So once again, capitalism is restricting. If I can't put my time into this, I have to put it into something else. I don't think I'm going to get there.
I don't know if that's capitalism, no, but that is the thought.
But I also don't know if that's like necessarily like for example, somebody like Steph Curry's been doing basketball since he was young, but like has developed a game for golf. Golfs with all these like I see a lot of like people do a lot of both. Like specifically, when it comes to basketball players, I see them a lot in the off season. They do golf.
But I feel like it's because they already reached the pinnacle of their sport.
But those are also examples of these like dual qualified people. Like most high class athletes have other side things that they're really big into, whether it's climbing or golf or
Josh Hart, video games.
True.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying though.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's more common than I guess the idea of like society trains you to do this one thing. I think it's trains you, like you said, to specialize in this one thing. This is your main thing, but I don't think it prevents you from moving on to like other stuff.
Oh yeah, I definitely wouldn't say it prevents you in any way. But most people don't think like, doing something. If I'm a football player and I also wrestle, like that, you could see that as two things that directly benefit one another. Right?
True, but I think like to get great in both, like I think there has to be like, for example, to get great in both, you can't necessarily do them competing at the same time. Like a lot of niggas do off-season shit. Like a lot of Trey, good example. He's a football player. He runs track. A lot of football players do that, especially for their position. Just because like in the off-season, you're not playing football. You need to keep up your speed. You need to continue being an athlete. You run track. Basketball players do that. Soccer players do that a lot.
Yeah.
But I think when it's something like, there's even people who play basketball, play football, and play football somehow if their seasons allow it. But I think when it becomes competing, that's when it's a problem. Like play wrestling and play football. It's like you have X amount of hours in a day to commit yourself to both. Actually, no, you played both.
This is the capitalism piece.
Yeah, football is in the fall. Wrestling is in the winter.
Gotcha.
Yeah, this is the capitalism piece I was talking to you about. Because I feel like the central aspect of like most of the people that you mentioned is that they have the time to look at to get good at other shit. That's what I'm saying. Like that's why the restrictive part I still kind of like I feel that a little bit to an extent. It's like if I go to school until like 4 p.m. I can't get picked up until 6, but I have baseball practice at 7:30. But then I'm also trying to learn how to do. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of like extraneous factors that do end up being restrictive to the point that you feel like I need to be like, there's no need for me to be a jack of all trades. Like, let me be a master of one.
Oh, now I definitely get your point. Now I agree, Makai. I definitely agree.
Yeah.
We were
on street degree.
Yeah.
I think it hit me? It hit Mamadou.
You.
Oh, I'll keep mine short. For me, I was gonna say salesman as well. I'm always on Facebook Marketplace. Always selling something, always haggling people. I'm not gonna lie. Nigga will have a car for $12,000. I'm like, yo, I'll give you 12 for it. I'm like, what are you doing, bro? But then from there, I'm like, nah, I'm fucking around. I'll give you like $10.
So you're a good negotiator?
Yeah, I would say that. Good at haggling, good at negotiating. But I think the second part of that is also like, I had to learn because like Pops wasn't in the home how to be a good like technician. Like you feel me? Like, Mom, yo, I need you to fix the cable box. I got you. Oh, yo, I need you to type this out for me. I need you to know how to be good with a computer. I have to do that because I have to help you out as well. So, or even like, it just came out of need. Yo, I need you to learn how to set some shit up for a party. Like, we need a sound system. Damn it. I guess I'm going to try until I fail and then keep trying again type shit. Like, so it came out a lot of hash and fail. I mean, what's it called? Trial and error.
Yeah.
But I definitely think I developed like, it's like a go-getter attitude from the technician side of things. Like, I really want to learn something. I'm going to try it. Nothing crazy. Listen, I ain't doing that CS shit. But
like, you were pretty good at it.
Huh?
Yeah, he's pretty good. 106A. He sleep on himself, but he was pretty good.
This man is he learned how to learn.
I was going to drop a bomb. I like that.
Okay,
yeah, he learned how to learn. Bro. Yeah. But, G, you up?
I won already.
Yeah, he went already.
I thought you were going to mention humor. I feel like that is you have a fucking PhD in humor.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh God,
that's hilarious.
Like I feel like anybody that Shaq ends up meeting, like that's the first. Like this dude is a fucking character.
That's definitely top 2 characteristics. Apparent.
You know what they say? The saddest niggas make the loudest jokes.
Oh.
Shall I
damn. I was like, yo. We don't come back. We taking a break.
Get that shit out of here.
Nah, but that shit is real though. A lot of these comedians, Robin Williams, all them niggas, they really be sad. They come from tough shit, so just gotta learn to laugh with life. Get it. Next question.
That's true. All right, so our final question on that essay.
Might have to unpack that later.
Yeah, we gonna talk about that offline.
That's a good no.
Alright, so this is our final one. This is our final question for the essays. I'll read it as we put it. We're big anime fans. The grit and determination shown in some of our favorite shows really resonate with us. And one of our favorite shows is Naruto,
You see
who's
it?
Nindo,
You see the vibes?
Ninja Way. Is I'm not going to run away, and I never go back on my word. That is my Nindo. You can hear that word from word in the dubbed.
Disgusting.
In the dubbed.
In the sub, you hear. Damn, niggas scared to say no. That's my impression of what the sub sound like to me.
Real. And then some random Baka.
Naruto. My mom be tweaking. What the fuck are you listening to? And for her, I don't understand. I'm like, I see all the words. You don't understand what's happening in the story. And I forget she's here. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, that just sounded
Naruto, Uzumaki Baraji.
I was just about to say that shit.
Oh my god.
The fucking Naruto Uzumaki Barrage.
Yeah, that nigga would do that shit like a. Anyways, let me get off that. I could definitely start it off. Keep mine short.
Keep it.
Tough times don't last, but tough people do. That's something I've been hearing a lot from just a lot of different points in my life, and I think that's key and huge. Like, whatever struggle you're going through, feel me? It's gonna shape you. It's gonna help you. It's gonna change you, but it's definitely not gonna break you. So keep pushing. You feel me? Keep working hard. You owe it to yourself to not quit. You feel me? Yeah. And sometimes even acknowledging that tough people don't last, tough people do, means sometimes quitting. You feel me? It means sometimes taking a step back. It means sometimes losing. Analyzing your emotions, different stuff like that. So yeah, that's just something that really stuck with me to this day.
I like that.
Damn, I just had one. I feel like, I don't know if this is a Nindo, but something I keep in mind a lot is like the phrase, it takes a village.
Mm-hmm.
Like in a very similar sense with like Naruto's family, like he didn't have like blood family at all. You know what I'm saying? Like these are like people that he ended up like forging relationships with through experience, you know, through sacrifice. And at least for me, like that's what I try not to like take for granted or to forget. Like even if my village isn't with me where I am right now, like that's like the whole reason I'm doing this shit. That's the whole reason I'm lowering the ladder. Like that's literally it. Like there's nothing else.
Oh, not a Ron Brown.
Shout out Ron Brown. Shout out RBS. Y'all the reason I'm here. But no, like it and like Shek said, like you owe it to yourself, and then like in yourself you have to realize that you owe it to the people that got you there. Because that's the thing. Like, but for real, like that's the thing. Like you have to view it as your success is their success. Point blank. Period. But yeah.
Can I please play some air horns before we move on? Cause you fucking spitting, like you wilding right now, man. This nigga wildin'. He dropping gems for y'all, and y'all ain't picking them up. He dropping gems. What the fuck are y'all doing? Y'all snoozing. Get the fuck up, nigga. Shit, yo, Funk Master Flex. What's that shit that nigga said? It's the Valley of the Hyenas.
If you're not a real motherfucking MC, all y'all whack MCs.
Oh my god, that's Sway? Yeah, that's funny as shit. Makai?
I could throw it. One that I would like to add to the pot is the 12 P's. Piss poor preparation promotes piss poor performance.
Yes,
Piss poor performance promotes pain.
Nigga!
Oh man. You know how like people don't understand how much preparation goes into great things. Like nothing great comes out the first time.
This
podcast we did at episode 0.
Yeah, we definitely
for a
did.
reason.
Fact. And episode 0 was ugly.
Episode 0 was not it.
Remember that whole shit deleted too.
No, I got it.
Yeah, we still got it.
Yeah, we still got it.
No, the one that deleted. Remember the one I had?
Nah, we still got it.
We not command Q
Yeah, we still
niggas,
got
bro.
it. Oh, we just don't have the really good audio. See,
Yeah.
exactly. We had to learn from it.
We had to.
Right?
yeah,
No
that's
way
facts,
we could have
that's
released that. And I remember Mama do even ask me like, why don't we just like record and drop it and
Yeah.
produce it? I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, you don't know. You like
Yeah,
you can't just do the first one. Like you gotta learn from that. And I think a lot of people like that fear of the first one not being great is what
Yes,
stops
sir.
them from doing things.
Damn, Makai.
Let's
know?
go, bro.
Now please drop a bomb.
Please.
This for the hood.
So just know your first one isn't gonna be great, but your 50th is gonna be fire. But you gotta do your first one to get to your 50th.
Facts.
Damn, nigga.
Thanks.
Yo, me and this nigga G the same wavelength, dog.
Oh my goodness.
All right, Mama do.
I think y'all hit on a lot of really good ones. Right now I'm thinking like this. I don't have a quote for it, but like this whole idea of just like daring greatly. This idea of like a growth mindset. Like this idea that like you could genuinely learn whatever the fuck you want to learn and like do that shit. Like I don't know. That's one thing that shocks me. At least I'm realized. I think it's the reason why I'd like to think like I'm motivated / like successful at trying to do things, just because I'm like whatever it is I gotta get done, I could just learn how to do it. Like right now, if I wanted to start writing books, like I'll figure it out. I'll write a book. Like if I wanted to somehow switch everything I'm doing and like go into like something crazy, quote unquote hard, like whatever that. Let's say I wanted to like be an astronaut. Like I don't know. I think the idea of just growth mindset, and the idea of knowing that I could learn anything I need to learn, or I have the power to learn how to learn anything. Like I could just go and learn some physics, learn some math, whatever, and figure it out. So I think just like this idea of their greatness and like not even like asking for permission. What is it? Don't ask for permission, beg for forgiveness. Like just that idea also of like you could, I don't know, you could basically just do whatever you want in this world, man. You just gotta have the confidence to know that you can learn whatever it takes. Of course, you could be limited by resources, but at least in terms of learning shit, especially like giving access to the internet, bro, you don't need anybody's permission to learn anything nowadays, bro. So yeah.
That echoes the previous sentiment that I think Gary said is learning how to learn.
Yes, sir.
It sounded, yeah, like
Learning how to learn.
make the best out of what you got, but first you gotta figure out what the fuck you got.
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
Like,
Where are you and where do you need to be?
Yes, sir.
How do you bridge the gap?
mm.
Y'all niggas is going crazy today. No cap. Y'all wilding right now.
Damn, nigga.
Damn. I mean, we gave y'all shits on a free game, but I think
This whole episode is free game.
Yeah,
we ain't
that
even got a
ass.
free game segment because
Nah,
this
nah.
literally whole episode.
we
is
do.
free.
I got one that I would like to ask folks because it's something that I think around this time is very prevalent.
I bet we'll hit those motherfucking air horns.
Yes, sir.
We have fucking made it to the end of the show. Yes, sir. We've been dropping free game all fucking day, but now we're here with more. Tuning in. We got Gary. We got Shek. We got Mamadou and Makai Jones with free motherfucking game.
That shit is free 99, 5-figure discount. Oh no.
This for the hood.
I'm not no soft ass nigga.
Shout out to Via.
Yeah.
Quarantine.
Alright. So I guess the free game I really want to talk about is like how do you handle pain? For a lot of folks right now, the extension, what's it called? The shelter in place just got extended. Just mad. Some people have lost loved ones. Some people have loved ones in critical condition. Some people, college decision day just passed and they don't know where they're going. Just there's a lot more stuff, like, you feel me? Like, there's a lot of bad shit happening right now. So when it comes for y'all, how do y'all handle y'all pain? How do y'all store it, transfer it, heal, do different stuff like that? Just because I feel like a lot of people need to know or need words of advice for doing that right now. I think a lot of people bottling shit up, and feel me? They need to be able to express it.
See, I still bottle shit up. I'm still learning in that regard as well. So I don't have too many concrete recommendations, but I do have, I guess, the way I kind of think about my energy and my peace that I think helps me get through anything, as in like thinking of like my life in a series of concentric circles. Like the inner circle is like my health, whether like physical or mental, and making sure that that's like, if that's good, then I could build greater things on top of it. So making sure I'm healthy, like not sick, making sure I'm like, not in the need of more mental support type of thing. And on top of that, like outside of there is making sure that I think of it being financially well type of thing. Because even in financial situations, that could bring more anxiety on top of external forces that are pushing on you, like loss or like, bills, like other financial pressures on top of that. And I think like with those two most important ones, then you are then able to express outward love or like outward support to other people. So then know the third concentric circle is your inner group. So if I were to take care of myself in any time of life, whether it being I'm currently going through something or everything is okay and I'm kind of coasting, like those are the 3 areas of my life that I pay the most attention to. My well-being, my financial well-being, and the people that I love and trust.
Can I please drop a bomb?
Yeah.
Thank you.
But I have one more piece to add on, actually.
Yeah.
But then also knowing that life isn't great all the time.
Yes, sir.
And embracing like the sad feelings or non-happiness, being okay with that and welcoming it. But then, eventually knowing that you will have to move on.
Damn, this podcast let me know more about my niggas. Like, damn, bro, this dude's always smiling, always laughing, always jovial. So you feel me? It's like very, I feel like we all appreciative to hear this side of you. You feel me?
Facts. You're welcome for sharing.
G?
Oh, I'm next.
Or I mean, if Mamadou, if you got one.
Sure, I'm gonna keep mine a little quick, but I'm just thinking about what keeps bringing me peace of mind. But what you said is real. A lot of people going through a lot right now, pain. Like I'm even like hearing from friends who parents are passing away, like or grandparents passing away from COVID, and that shit is wild because they say like by the end of this, everyone will know like someone who passes away most likely by the time this shit ends. So just rest in peace to all those people. But just in thinking about how do I deal with pain and like how do I advise pain? I don't know. Well, just in terms of thinking when I'm angry and overwhelmed and shit, I think one thing I learned I did freshman year was I did ass scream into a pillow. That's like my immediate like type shit. I would scream into a pillow and say fuck it, and then just figure out what I could control. But like in terms of like how you deal with like bigger pain and like this like shit just going on in the world, I think one thing I've recently been doing is just like I'll just call my parents or call my sister or somebody and just have a normal conversation with them, like just about some regular shit. And I think it'll just remind me that like at least if it's my parents, I'm like, wow, like they've had a life, they've had a lineage, they've had a story. Like I'm just grabbing the baton and moving forward. And like for me, that gives me a lot of hope. Where I'm like, wow, like there's a whole story happening with me and my life and like everything. I'm just like continuing it. Part of it is gonna be struggle, but also like I don't know, like the idea of thinking about my parents there, and them having lived or whatever, and I'm just an extension of that. That gives me a lot of hope. Talking to my sister and just being reminded that like, I don't know, people love you. So no matter what you're going through, like someone out there loves you. Whether it's your friend, whether it doesn't have to be your family, whatever. But yeah, that gives me a lot of hope. And just reminding like there's so much love to counteract all that pain or whatever. Gives me a lot of hope.
I like that answer. Thank you.
Thanks. I would say for me, very similarly, thinking back to the people that got me here, like really thinking about what my moms went through is definitely a great way to like, yo, alright, we could be sad now, but come on. Like as Gary said, we got somebody to do this for type. At the same time, that's not always the best way for me to heal because it comes with a lot of just, push it down, push it to the side. For me, I say the best way is like talking to folks really. My like two big individuals I talk to, my son, Modibo, yes sir, Minx. Like that's my brother right there.
Big dog.
Talk to my son about everything, and even my mom's. I chop it up with her about like damn near everything almost. And those are like people I check in with a lot. Like G's also somebody I talk with a lot. Like tell homies stuff. Like I just don't really tell people a lot. You feel me? And I like to confide in people because for me it's like I don't know. I'm so used to being the individual that smiles it off, keep it going. All right, we're gonna keep pushing. That I'm like, dang, I need to tell somebody or like I need to show my real side. Like eventually, you feel me? And I think for a lot of specifically black males, but for a lot of people listening to this podcast, like it's okay to break down, son. Like it's okay to check your emotions. Yo, am I really good right now?
Facts.
Like you feel me? Because a lot of people just keep pushing. A lot of people, for a lot of times when it comes to people from our backgrounds, we're so used to having to be the golden child, the individual that has everything together, you feel me, that has a hard story that they come from, but at the end of the day, they've won and they've achieved and they're smiling on it. And, like, that doesn't need to be the case at all. Like, for real. Like, you can take time to really sit there and deconstruct that shit. You feel me? Now, yeah.
Just drop a bomb, bro. Just drop a bomb, bro. Damn.
I think that shit's huge. Just like black men that feeling like they need to step up to the plate and be the man of the house. Like, come on, son. And then there's black women that feel like, yo, they got to run their entire families. You feel me? That they got to be the mother. They got to be the older sister. They got to be all this stuff. Like, y'all don't need to do that. You feel me? Like, let me not even say it like that, because there's some situations where that's different. But y'all need to process the emotions that come along with that burden. You feel me? A lot of y'all niggas is walking around every day with the weight of the world on y'all shoulders, and y'all don't got nobody to talk to it about. You feel me? And y'all feel like y'all can't anyway because it would be somehow disrespectful, or y'all feel guilt because y'all can't. If I complain about something, then damn, like I ain't appreciative of all I have. Like, come on, you can really take the time to sit down and express yourself. You feel me? It's key. You feel me? A lot of people will be grateful for you for it, because the words that you give to somebody else will make them feel, you feel me, empowered. Will make them feel like, damn, somebody gets what I'm saying. Feel me?
True. Yeah. I think there's a quote at the intersection of what I said and what you're saying, as saying, like, you can't take care of everybody else if you can't take care of yourself.
Yes, sir. What's the thing they said in staff meeting? You can't pour from an empty. Exactly similar to what you were saying. It was like, you can't pour from an empty glass type shit. So just another, man.
First and foremost, these niggas are fucking spitting right now.
Podding right now.
Yeah, we podding today. We podding.
Big facts. Just before I start, just like quick shout out to all the folks that may be, dealing with this whole shelter in place shit with like an abusive situation or just like some rough shit. Like, y'all are going through it, and it's like there's space for you to acknowledge that. I think my approach is like very similar to Shek's for sure. Like, definitely like leaning on my mom and being like, damn, I got a 5-page paper due. My mom fucking moved from a whole ass fucking different country to come over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, just trying to keep all of that in mind. I think just to deviate a little bit, and something that I've like especially now, like I've been thinking a lot about, like, just in full transparency right now, my nigga, like every class I'm taking this quarter, I need to graduate. I don't have a job ready yet. Like, still trying to figure out how the fuck I'm gonna maintain me and my mom and like all this stuff for the coming recession. But something that I think a lot about, and like that I've had to lean on a lot more, is just like making the space for me to be like, my nigga, like, you've done enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've heard it before, the whole idea of like, don't compare like your life's work to somebody else's highlight reel. And I swear to God, bro, like my niggas are a fucking walking highlight reel, like, on God. But I think something that I've had to like make space for is me being like, hey, bro, like the shit that you've been through, like, that's a lot. And like, as far as you have come, like right now, like this is good. Like, you're not supposed to be this far ahead. But yeah, that's like making the space for you to just like recognize that how much you've done, and even maybe not attaining a goal that you might have wanted, is still enough. Like, you already exceeded expectations. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
We just said some really deep shit with y'all, but don't get it twisted, my nigga.
I'm not no soft ass nigga.
Facts.
Like, we ain't soft. Fuck out
Oh
of here, nigga.
God,
Yeah,
nigga.
we do that.
Oh God.
You trying to run some shit, nigga? You gonna be healing from these hands,
What
my
up,
nigga?
nigga?
Fuck are you talking
You gonna
about?
be healing from
And
these
if you bigger,
Talking about.
if you bigger, you know what that means.
Yeah.
Nigga, punches can't stop bullets, nigga. Punches can't stop bullets. Give him some gunshots, nigga.
Yeah, I love
Bullets, as the Jamaicans say. Love you too, bro. Love you too. Man.
Very bad. So that brings our free game to an end. Any last thoughts on it?
Nah, just grateful to have y'all niggas, man. Feel me?
Yeah, we gotta
Take care of yourself. Learn how to take care of yourself. One thing I do want to say, because everybody's getting admitted to college, is when you go to college, you got to go to college in the fall. So this summer, figure out how do you take care of yourself. I think, like we all talked about, how do you heal, especially because college is gonna be tough for class of 2024. So figure out Figure that out this
And
summer.
it's an ongoing journey. There's never a point where you're like, okay, bet I can handle anything.
That's facts.
There's new challenges every day, every period, every quarter. For sure.
Also, y'all niggas stay at home, man. Please, man. Please.
I'm trying to be out
Catch
for the
you outside,
summer,
yo.
bro. I'm trying to be out. I'm trying to be on a flight.
That ass.
You gonna make this nigga graduate into his room, nigga. Come on,
That
dog.
ass.
Don't
Come
do
on,
that.
dog.
I've seen them
do
shits.
that.
That shit's really sad, bro.
It is.
It was a high schooler. I told you about it. High schooler, the principal had a table set up. They would have the high schoolers come in. Shorty was in her pajamas, came, grabbed her degree, took a picture, and left. That shit was so sad.
That's not sad.
So sad, nigga. That was the shit. That shit got me so hot. That shit got me so hot.
What was the little kid? You're gonna make me lose my marbles.
Man, but hey, man, we got some. We gave y'all balls already, but we got some more balls for y'all coming up. You feel me? This is from the immaculate, the amazing, the inspiring. There you go. You feel me? Chicago native, Linda Soul. You feel me? Shout out Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico. Puerto
feel me?
Rico.
Yo, Melinda, you got some balls. So this is that new Linda Soul, quick on the move. You feel me? You can check out the YouTube video. I mean, the video on YouTube. She dropped visuals for it, but here you go. Here you go.
We're recording. Cool. Yo, I'm a fan of unconventionality. Not caught up in your feet, I like your personality. Not into the hot things, so you don't gotta spill the tea. People take it as cocky, that I'm more worried about me. I mean, I'm an alien from a strange dimension, trapped in a world that is high on attention. I'm trying to get to know you, but I can feel the tension. We only talk about Twitter and the combos in your mentions. You got me second guessing, what's with the apprehension? I try to go along, but I don't think I'm convincing. We ain't talking weeks, I'm sorry that I started drifting. I'm on a mission, grandefado, desperado. I'm so sick, como tengo resfriado. Bless me, Jesus, every prayer is a motto. Still novato, to the top con mis hermanos. I did it, sending besos to Chicago. Quick on the move, fall out of bruise. Stuck in my views, lit like a fuse. Lose everything if it means I can learn the truth. Do anything to give my family what is due. Quick on the move, fall out of bruise. Stuck in my views, lit like a fuse. Lose everything if it means I can learn the truth. I'ma do anything to give my family what is due. Pardon my troubles, I'm flipping hard like I tumble. I'm tripping hard like I fumble. High as hell, I see double. If I fall too hard, forgive me, paying rent for my crumbles. Working hard, I need a vacate, put the one in the duffel. What do you think? What do you think? Couple of trips, gone to the beach, nothing to scroll, nothing to see, other than me, other than you. Wouldn't take pictures of none of the views, wouldn't buy into none of the news. Everyone comments, but nobody cares. If I fall down, who's gonna stare? I swear, I got a passion for social interaction. Met a lovely woman and she hates what they be taxing. Bags like weed and grocery to money action. Cop the finest list so that I'm finding all I'm tagged in. You can't see me, I'm too busy rapping. Don't know what could happen. And when I leave, I miss you. I got a lot of things to do, but first of all, I'm sorry that I'm always quick on the move. Fall out of bruise, stuck in my views, lit like a fuse. Lose everything if it means I can learn the truth. Do anything to give my family what is due. Quick on the move, fall out on bruise, stuck in my views, lit like a fuse. Lose everything if it means I can learn the truth. I'ma do anything to give my family what is due.
Nigga.